Hey everybody, my name is Chuy Elizondo and you're welcome to Arriba Summit 2020. Today we're gonna be cooking some street food plates from Pacifico Zone, from Mexico, my country. I am from Monterrey, Mexico, but half of my family is from Sonora, so I really enjoy the Pacific food. We're gonna be cooking some sonodogos. Sonodogos is basically a hot dog, okay? But in Sonora, in the little food trucks of hot dogs, they add a lot of toppings. Basically, you can add anything you want to the sonodogo. Today, we're gonna make my version of sonodogo, which is for breakfast. So we're gonna bake this brioche bread in the big green egg. It's a griller, but it works like an oven with the how do you say, el deflector?
Heat deflector.
With the heat deflector. Is the first thing we're gonna cook the bread, and then we already have sausage in smoking in another grill. We are gonna make some Hollandaise sauce for this sonodogo and some chile húngaro in vinegar, and papatinas. This is a batonette cut of potato, and we're gonna fry them. Okay, this is our first dish. The second dish, it's a chimichanga with the big ass flour tortilla from Sonora. This is pulled beef from the skirt, yeah, the skirt. Mm-hmm. And we're gonna make an adobo sauce to mix with the beef, and then put in the tortilla to wrap them and make some chimichangas to fry, okay? And the third plate, we're gonna make some, in Mexico we call callo de hacha. It's a scallop, the sea scallop, callo de hacha, aguachile with chiltepin. This is maybe one of the powerful or spices or hittest, the chili in Mexico. This is chiltepin. It's a dry chili from Sonora, and it's really hot. We're gonna make a vinaigrette with this to add to our scallops and make the aguachile with a lot of cilantro and homemade mayonnaise. Okay, so we're gonna start with my bread. My bread, I have a long fermentation for this bread. It has proved for maybe 24 hours with how do you say the prefermento?
Pre-ferment.
Pre-ferment all night long, and then I made my dough this morning and made this beautiful shape of brioche maybe 3 hours ago. This is an egg wash with a little bit of water, and I'm gonna bake these brioche sonodogo breads at 400 Fahrenheit in my big green egg. So join me please. We're gonna need some help to separate this heat. ¿Cómo dice que se llama el deflector?
Heat deflector.
This heat deflector is very hot, so I don't want the bottom of my bread to burn. So I put this cast iron to separate, to give a little space of air. Okay. This the thermometer go down to 350 Fahrenheit. I'm gonna open my my
Top. The top.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna open my top to bring more temperature again to 400. Okay. I'm gonna leave it there for 15 minutes while I'm making my Sebas. ¿Puedes checar las salchichas? While I'm making my adobo sauce for my carne con chile chimichangas. The carne con chile, it's a very classic plate for tacos in Sonora. I have hot water here for my chilies to get soft. This is chile ancho. What do you say in English? Chile ancho. Chile ancho. And this is chile de árbol. We're gonna use like 10 chile de árbol and 3 chile anchos to my adobo sauce. This is very spicy and a little bit hot, but very spicy. Very you have a little of smoke flavor with this chili, the chile ancho, and a hot flavor with the chile de árbol. I'm gonna use, what do you say, caldo?
Stock.
Stock broth. My beef broth. My beef broth is from my meat. I cook in my meat in water for 3.5 hours to get very soft and let it get pulled. Okay. I'm gonna blend my chilies. It's very fast. The process of softening my chilies in the hot water is very fast. I'm gonna add 3 chile anchos with 10 chile de árbol. I want a liquid adobo sauce, so I add maybe a cup and a half from my beef broth and a quarter of onion, a lot of garlic, maybe six cloves of garlic, smoked salt, because we want all plates to taste to carne asada. Okay, this is salt, but taste have a little taste of smoke with manzano wood. A lot of salt because the salt is gonna help me to bring my flavors of the chili out and maybe make my adobo sauce a little less hot also. A little bit of black pepper. And a little bit of oregano. I'm going to blend this. My adobo sauce is ready to stir my beef. My pulled beef in the
Pan.
in my pan with I use personally a lot of butter. I love butter for everything, but to this dish it's better with pork fat or lard, right? Here are my sausages. to my hot dogs, my sono dogos. My sausages are almost ready. ¿Tienes una palita para mezclar, Sebas? Porfis. Uso estas. ¿Sí? My pork fat, it has to be very, very, very hot. ¿Estás tomando tiempo, Sebas, del pan o no? Ponle 15, porfa. Ponle 13. Ok. I'm gonna add my meat. And my oil in the deep fried, it has to be ready to fry my chimichangas. I need my oil at 170, 180 degrees. I need to wait because I want to hear this beautiful sizzling. So I'm going to wait maybe 2 or 3 minutes. Sebas, ¿me ayudas con la licuadora? Gracias.
¿Quieres tapado?
Sí. Gracias. Y otro sartén, porfis.
Igual a eso.
Sí, gracias. 2, si se puede.
Eso. Te conozco.
Gracias. Okay, I'm thinking about my mise en place, my chimichangas getting ready, and my hot dogs also. We're gonna plate first the aguachile, scallop aguachile. While it's heating right there, I'm gonna make my chiltepin vinaigrette. Maybe 20 or 30 chiltepin chilies. Salt. Smoked salt. For every aguachile, for every recipe, and all the recipes for aguachile in Sonora, in Sinaloa, in Baja, we need a lot of lemon. The taste of the seafood with lemon and hot pepper, it's beautiful. It's a must when you travel to the Pacific Ocean zone of Mexico. And now we're gonna blend a little bit with my mortero. I need a lot of lemons for one plate, maybe 20 lemons. Oye, platos para montar, Sebas. La licuadora ya está seco. Voy a hacer mayonesa y holandesa, ¿no? Entonces, seco, seco, seco. Okay, and this is the nice thing of the molcajete. In a fancy restaurant here in Mexico, you can plate on it. Okay, so we're going to add the scallops right here. We're gonna soak them in the lemon aguachile. I'm just cutting in half. I really rather the thick piece to have my mouth full of this frutti di mare, beautiful fruit of the sea, which is the scallop. I love scallops. Okay. Now they're going to the lemon bath. We're gonna let them rest for 5 minutes, just 5 minutes, and then we're going to the adobo pulled beef. This is carne con chile. ¿Cómo decimos hervor? Boiling.
Sí.
I need the sauce to be boiling, so I'm gonna let it here in the fire. It start to smell my grandmother's dinner, everyday dinners, burritos de carne con chile with this big ass flour tortilla. I'm gonna wait to my beef to be done, and ¿cuántos minutos lleva el pan? ¿Hacemos tiempo? Okay, and now my carne con chile, it's ready. And again, it smells like my grandmother's house. I have this butter melting slowly to my hollandaise sauce for my breakfast sonodogo. These corn tortillas, they're becoming in tostadas with a little bit of fire. And now we're going to the oven to take out my beautiful brioche bread to my sonodogos. It's ready. I'm gonna give you a little tip. When you want to check your bread is done, it's cooked inside. You just dip the top of your bread, and if it sounds
Hollow.
hollow, if it sounds hollow, it's ready. So you can listen to the sound. My bread is ready. Freshly baked brioche bread. I'm gonna let them cool down a little bit. My butter is ready. I'm gonna let it also cool down for my hollandaise sauce while I'm making my mayo. Everything I cook, I try to make it home cooked, homemade. Everything made from scratch. And this is my recipe to the mayo. I need 2 eggs and a cup and a half of oil. I can use you can use vegetable oil. You can use olive oil, a little bit of truffle oil with the vegetable oil, smoked beautiful salt, a little bit of black pepper, and here you can add any spice you want, oregano maybe, chiltepin maybe, anything. I want to make it lean. I want to make the classic mayo. It is a simple way to make mayo in the blender. You can make it in the baño María. ¿Cómo se dice?
Bain Marie.
Bain Marie. Okay. A little bit of pepper. First, I'm gonna blend only the egg with the spices. A little. Oh, I was forgetting the pinch of lemon. And this part of the blender, it's specially, and it works especially to make my emulsion, like the mayo. My mayonnaise is ready when it's white and thick. Easy like that, as easy like that. So I'm gonna plate my aguachile, scallop aguachile. I'm waiting for my butter to get cold to make my hollandaise sauce, and my carne con chile to get cold to make my chimichangas. While I'm waiting for everything to get cold, I'm gonna plate my beautiful. Can I taste?
Yeah.
It's very spicy, and I like it. This dish played in a molcajete. It's a fancy trend in a fancy Mexican restaurants. And it's very expensive because it's in a molcajete, just like that. It seems beautiful, seems Mexican. And this beautiful juice, spicy, very very spicy juice, is when you need to drink it when you have a hangover. It's what do you say in Spanish?
Cruda.
No, cruda, but the levantamuertos,
Raising the dead.
raising the dead people. And now we're going to add a little bit of. It's better a lot of. ¿Me puedes prender la freidora, machín? A lot of guacamole. Guacamole is avocado sauce in Maya lengua. What is lengua?
Yeah, language.
Maya, sí, pero no lenguaje. It's a tongue.
Dialect.
Dialect. In a Maya dialect, this guacamole means literally avocado sauce. Sal. A little bit of smoked salt. Always, I love always to eat my aguachiles with chol salsa. The red onion goes better with seafood than the white onion, the classic onion, because it have this flavor astringente. What do you say, astringente? A little bit of spicy, a little bit of sweetness, and I'm gonna add olive oil. ¿Ya están las tostaditas? ¿No? Okay. We later going to eat this with the corn tostadas and my fresh mayonnaise. Sebas, ¿me ayudarías, porfa, a lavar la licuadora otra vez? ¿Sí? Muy grande, güey. Ok, gracias.
¿Tostadas?
Ah, bueno. No, pero estoy haciendo tostadas acá, güey. No, mejor. Ok. And now I'm going to grab my chimichangas. a little bit of heat to my tortilla flour just to make it flexible, to wrap it with my carne con chile. Making sure to my oil be at 170, 180 degrees. Not too hot because my chimichangas are going to get burned. Beautiful brioche bread, beautiful to my sonodogos. If you want to make this freshly baked bread to your hot dogs, it's better if you bake it one day before and you keep it in the fridge to make a cleaner cut. Tortillas. Okay. I have these toothpicks for make sure of my chimichangas not to open in the deep fry. Oh, wait a minute, wait. I forgot the cheese. Just a medium slice of Chihuahua cheese. It's one of the best cheese we have to melt. Just want to test my oil, make sure it's not too hot. It's perfect. This is just like a beautiful little present. No cheese. Thank you, Apple.
You're welcome.
My sous chef remind me of the cheese. It's okay with 3 chimichangas. I'm going to put the fryer. It has to be very, very crunchy. And this morning I have a phone call with a friend from Sonora, and I was telling to him about this plate I'm going to cook for you, and he told me a story, the story of the chimichangas with an M in the name. They are from Tucson, Arizona, and the story seems to be like an accident, like the biggest invention in the kitchen, in the story of the kitchen. And the story go like this: in a restaurant, in an old Mexican restaurant in Tucson, this waiter have an accident, and a frijol taco, a bean taco, she dropped the bean taco in the fryer, and the expression of her was like chimichangas, and then it goes the name to the chimichangas. It's a silly story, but makes sense. And this is one of the famous street food of the Pacific, the northwest of Mexico and the southwest of the US, the chimichangas in Sonora. And last but not least, we're gonna fry our batonette potatoes, or fries. Gracias. Now, these fries have to spice it up with the red rub. time to plate my three beautiful dishes from the Pacific zone of Mexico. So we have this three carne con chile chimichangas, and I want to plate them with sour cream, a lot of sour cream, everything goes with avocado. A little bit of smoked salt, a little bit of okay, we call this cheese in Mexico rancho cheese. It's a fresh milk cow cheese, and is stronger. It's a little bit bitter. It's beautiful, it's delicious. Now just to make sure to get in love with my beautiful chimichangas. And now it's time to my scallop aguachile tostadas. I have my mayo right here. I'm gonna top my tostada with homemade mayo. Okay, I'm gonna let this to you to enjoy your plating, the size you want to, and the amount of aguachile you want to add, but always with my huichol sauce. And now I love bread preparation, so this is my okay. And now we're gonna emulsify our hollandaise sauce just with three ingredients: egg yolk, a pinch of lemon, and a lot of butter. Beautiful, beautiful butter. I'm gonna add just a little bit of butter to help the yolks to emulsify. now I have the same result of as my mayo. It has a pale color and it's thicker. Okay. The sausage I'm gonna use to my sonodogo. I need my bread knife. It's a local provider sausage, craft sausage of pork, beef, and beer. This is made of pork, beef, and beer. I have to say this is a tiny sonodogo. In Sonora, the sonodogos are bigger. These güerito chilies are from Sinaloa and Sonora. It's like chilito de mordidas. You can have one of a bite of a dogo and one chili. It isn't hot. It's just sour with a lot of vinegar, and it's beautiful. We're going to end up this with my hollandaise sauce. I love hollandaise sauce because it's the creamiest and the buttery sauce of the world. Thank you very much. My name is Chuy Elizondo from Monterrey, and again, join me in the Arriba Summit 2020.